Hello, good day. My name is Shade Kolade Ogunpiton, the creative event planner at Pholard Events, the CEO at Pholard Events. I actually attended, I started my primary school education at Blessed Innocent Primary School in Surulere. I proceeded and then graduated from Lagos State University, Ojo, and I have my master's in business administration. I have other certifications in event planning, and basically that's it. Pholard Events is an event planning, event management, event styling organization. We plan, we manage, consult your events. We take the stress off our client totally. We handle different types of events. We handle the social events, the corporate events, and then of course the social events they are both large really, but then the social events here we're talking about your birthdays, your weddings, your coronations, your anniversaries, your housewarming, your naming ceremony, and loads of other social events. Now we also handle the corporate events. We have an arm of our business that handle the corporate end, and then of course that we handle the book launch, your AGMs, your end of the year events, and many other social events. Really, the inspiration came from seeing how events run, and I've attended a lot of events, and I worked in an event planning company. I worked with different event planning companies. I worked with my bosses in the industry. I worked with Zafire events at a point in my life. I worked with Elizabeth R at another point in life, and you see, I know they are experts. They are bosses, like we say we have Central Bank of Nigeria, they are experts, but I see, other events that those brands are not there, and then I see those events not going on so well, and I'm like, if my bosses are not there, can't we just have other people come up and do something? And then I had this inspiration to start Pholard Events. It just came in from there, and I had this client turned mommy of mine that saw this thing in me, and I remember she spoke to me about setting up a company for myself, and honestly that was just the beginning of the business. And this was a couple of years ago, and we started, and then every new entrepreneur will always have this fear of how do I get my clientele, but the grace of God has kept us going. Really, when I first started, I had loads of questions I kept asking myself when I started. I'll tell you the experience I had on my first job as Pholard Events. We had an event somewhere, and it was an outdoor event on the field in a school, and then we had done the decoration a day before the event. Everywhere was looking very ready, so we needed to just do the final touches the next day. But guess what happened in the middle of the night? It rained, and you remember I told you it was an outdoor party. It rained so heavily, and the chair covers became so soiled, so dirty. In fact, I couldn't sleep that night. I just kept praying, God, can this rain stop? But it kept raining. And I got to the venue, and I left that venue around past 12 in the night. I got there before 6 a.m. in the morning. The rain had stopped. So when I got there, I was like, wow. And the truth is, this event was going to start around 10 in the morning. And there was no way I could call my clients. But the clients kept calling me to that. She knows what would have happened in that venue. What am I going to do to transform that venue? And that's where the creativity started springing up. I started thinking of different ideas. What are we going to do to just still have our event here? Guess what? We had to, don't let me tell you what we did. But the truth is, when my client came in and saw that place, she gave me a hug. And you know what came after then? She paid us more than what we told her to pay us. We had to think. You need to be able to think outside the box if you're in this kind of business. Because sometimes things won't go as planned, just like it happened. And you can just imagine it was our first event. Basically, my advice to the new, the starters in the industry is to remain consistent. And then aside remaining consistent, you need to have, you must have what you want to achieve in the industry. Is it excellence? Is it, you can get different things in the business that we do. So you must know what you want to get in the industry. Having known that, you must continue to strive. You must continue to strive and strive better. You must be consistent in, the push. You must keep pushing. And then you have loads and loads of no's. So many no's. Don't be discouraged. And then always think of, you just have to be innovative. Because the truth is, you should know you have competitors. Even being a starter, you have so many people starting up. What would make people want to come to you? What is that thing that differentiates what you do from what others do? I remember when I was in the banking industry, those days back end, we would go to clients, to get the businesses, and then they'll tell me, but what you're offering is exactly what the next organization is offering, and then the next organization. What differentiates yours from theirs? And then I keep telling them that the service you get from me, I personalize what I do. So the new event planners in the industry should just try to personalize what they do, and then they should put in their very best into all they do. And really, the sky is not the limit; it's a starting point. Because I started too, I was there, and I'm here now. And then the grace of God has kept us, and is still keeping us. Excellence. I don't take excuses at any point in time. I really do not. I believe if you have to get me something and then there's a brick there, there's a wall there, you need to think of how to bring that wall down. Move past that point. I really do not care if that wall comes up again, but you are past. Don't give me excuses for failure. Because I won't give you excuses for failure. I really do not want excuses. And then, of course, I do not have impossibilities in my dictionary. And not having impossibility in my dictionary is not just what I do in my company. Like I said to you, I served in a bank. I was a youth corporal in a bank. And I remember we had loads and loads of things obstructing us. But I told my colleagues there that we would not take a no for an answer. And then we kept pushing and pushing and pushing. If you keep pushing, you don't see. Of course, you will see the impossibilities. You see those things like it can't happen, but make it happen, even when people think it can't happen. And then always strive to be better than you were yesterday. Basically, this is today. I'm speaking to you today. I believe tomorrow should be better than what I'm doing today. Thank you so much. Thank you too, and have a very good day.